Hello, University of Central Florida, also known as UCF, where you, as a student and faculty, make up the largest or one of the largest universities in America. Now think about it, it's also one of the most environmentally friendly schools. But what makes it environmentally friendly? Well, for one, I know for a fact it's not the food that we eat on campus. And I can show you right now if you want at the John T. Washington Center, also known as the Breezeway. Here in the Breezeway, a little shop opened called Candyland, which is located in Little Rinconcito, or a little corner where people can buy candy as much as you want. So really, what can you do in Candyland? Well, pretty much you could buy as much candy as you want from a wide selection of everything, from chocolates to lollipops to gums or even candy from foreign lands. Pretty much any raw square footage area is covered by any type of candy or sugar. Except for that, you can buy candy, snacks, and drinks. As for the drinks, compared to the $1.59 on campus, you can buy one here for just $1, which is pretty cheap. Too good to be true, right? All you gotta do is really get a scoopful in a bag and get as much candy as you want. Now, depending on how much candy you get in the bag is how much you pay per weight. Now, for the weight, the more candy you get, the more money you have to pay. Sounds simple, right? I mean, really, it's pure economics. And for me, the first time I heard that, it was a mind-shattering fact. But really, is it really too good for you? I mean, eating all this candy really must be bad for you. I mean, who wants to look like this in the future in any way? Plus, for 199 a pound, or 1/4 pound, it's not that bad, except for the fact that it could be fattening later on in life. Now, if you take a short walk from the John T. Washington Center to the Student Union, you're going to find yourself an array of stops as fast food restaurants. Now, here at the area, you have a little place called a Green Salad Bar. At the Green Salad Bar, it's just like the Candyland. We can buy as much salad as you want for a high price of just $5.99 a pound. Now, for a high price like that, it discourages people from actually buying the food. The argument is, can you really grow your own food on campus grounds? I mean, the more food you buy, that means the more demand must there be. As it is right now, there is a small garden on UCF campus that's only organic, it's only 1 acre big. Now, to feed a whole campus of 1 acre of just localized organic food, you can barely feed a family of 20 with that. Now, for organic farming, how much do you really need to do that? Well, one person said that the organic farming is actually a useless waste of time due to the fact that it doesn't teach much more than what English and math can do in the educational system. So for gardening happening, it would be actually a biggest waste of time. Also, people argued that gardening also provides harmful effects, and the fact that organic pesticides actually prove to be more harmful than normal pesticides. But for right now, there's only a little bit of space left in that garden. Now, next to the garden, there's actually a huge amount of space that's right next to it, just all sand lot. Some argue that if you were to plant into above ground boxes, there'll be more square footage of area to be gardened. It seems pretty useful to the fact that right now, as an organic garden, it only provides a small yield of crops. For example, for basil right here, it only grew about 25% what it's supposed to be grown. But if not using organic food and using pesticides and so on, it actually multiplies by about 4 times more. This can actually reduce the price if organic farming wasn't going to take place. However, as it is right now, the demand of organic food is going up, and so is the price. Think about it. For every gas that you buy, the supply of gas or the price of gas that goes up, it equals to the food we eat. I mean, the food is transported by cars, which run on fuel. As fuel goes up, well, eventually, so does the price of food. As the price of food goes up, so does everything else. Now, candy itself is made into factories. Well, at least a factory produces the candy. Same thing happens as the gas goes up, so does the price of candy. But since candy is already cheap as it is, it's really hard to say so. Now, to put pesticides on the food, it deters waste insects and so on. Many people have said that if pesticides were used on the food, it causes harmful effects on the people. But really, taking a small little short walk from the garden, you see here it's a construction site where UCF is spending $9 million of their own money to construct a natural gas line power plant that will supply 1/3 of the campus needs for energy. The site only takes about 2,000 square feet, and it's actually about half the size of a garden. yet makes a giant impact. Now, what stops the actual UCF Foundation from constructing more foundations for gardening? The thing is that one answer to this is that people believe the fact that gardening has a less important role than an actual gas line that supplies the energy. Of course, without energy, we have nothing to go by. However, overall, the argument goes on saying that we should build or not build more gardening areas to supply the food that we need to lower the prices down in a green salad bar. If all comes to worst, we can always hit up the Candyland bar. It's only a little bit cheaper.